How you doing, folks? Welcome to another version of Camp Belle Off Grid. This is another home version. This week we didn't head up to camp. We had some errands to run. I'll talk about one of the errands that I ran this weekend. And yeah, that's what this video is going to be about a little bit. So ATVs, let's talk ATVs. So I have a couple of them, as you've seen in my videos. I have a really old Kodiak 400. No complaints. That bike has proven itself over and over again with very little maintenance on it. It stays at camp. It's done its time, and it's essentially, if I need to really dig into something hard at camp, that's the bike I'll use. Now, that is a 1995 unit. So it's pretty old, but like I said, it's still chugging. About 15 years after that, roughly, I bought a 09 Grizzly. Great bike. I know that bike has also done me no wrong. It's been a very good machine. Still driving it. It's got a couple of wounds here and there, but other than that, it still runs like a top. But coming this close to retirement, I figured it'd be a great thing to do to get myself a retirement bike, so that I wouldn't have to worry about having to fork out some dough in the years when I'm living on pension. So I picked up one more bike, and it'll give us the opportunity for Carol and I to ride a couple of bikes at the same time, so we can take the Grizzly and Kodiak out at the same time. But at the same time, yeah, the other Kodiak 400. It's not very good. Solid rear axle, very much a workhorse, very hard on the back if you're riding it for an extended period of time. So what did I pick up? I might have already said it, but I picked up another Yamaha, of course, because I'm a Yamaha guy. Yeah, and let's take a look. There it is in all its glory. So it is a 2023 Kodiak 700 686cc. Same engine as my Grizzly. A little smaller bike, a little less footprint, so it's about 2 inches narrower than the new Grizzlies, and about 1 inch lower than the new Grizzlies. So that was intended. So I actually intended to get something a little bit smaller. So if you've seen some of my other videos, the areas where I take the bikes is pretty tight on the backside of the property. And even though my Grizzly is awesome, its plastics get in the way sometimes when I'm trying to snake through trees and tow logs through the bush. So yeah, I elected to get the same power plant, but in a bike that's just a little bit smaller. I've driven it, this is actually the first ride. I think I've got 2 kilometers on it now. So I went for a boot out to the back side of the town just to go for a little rat. And this is it. I like it so far. So let's go over it real quick. It is the SE, the special edition, so it's got the that really nice finish. It's called Tactical Black. I really like the looks of it. So as you can see right here, this is a nice gray paint on it, and then you got the flat black on the backside. Nice big racks on it, like every other Yamaha, which I love. So this one is 200 pounds capacity, and this one's 300 pounds capacity. I do have a back rack coming in for it. I wanted a specific one back rack. It's more a box, storage box with a seat. So that's coming in. I think it's supposed to be here next week, but we'll install that. Other options that I decided to put on it, being an old fart that I am, I got this, which is the hand warmers and thumb warmer. So it's very nice this time of year to be able to warm the mitts and the thumb. I find especially the thumb. So it's a heat demon unit. First time I've ever had this. My son's got this on his Grizz, and he really likes it. So hopefully I like it. So far so good. So far so good. So the SE does come with the winch, 2,500 pound winch, right from Yamaha. Put my little coal-pin block on here, the rubber block, so that I don't pull a cable in. I probably will change that cable out to the rope, just because after a little bit I'll use that cable for a while, but I find that the rope is much easier on the hands, especially when you're pulling it out, and even with you wearing leather gloves, you still end up seeming to poke yourself if that cable seems to fray. But yeah, there is the new beast. Aluminum rims. Really like the finish of it. It's a very nice finish. Lots of torque. So this one is clutched a little bit differently than the Grizz. The Grizz really made to tear it up, whereas this one's got a little more bottom end torque, so the weights in the clutch are slightly heavier, so it's not quite as fast. But hey, face it, look at me. Do I need something that goes fast? I don't think so. Maybe Moose does, but not Mark. Another nice thing about it is the 2-inch receiver. Yeah. Now I'm able to just slap a nice ball on the back so that I can tow things and I can take it off when I'm just trail riding, which is nice. You're looking at that monstrosity and you're saying, the hell is that, and why has he got that on the back of his bike? Well, it's because my quad trailer is 1 7/8, my log hauler is 2 inches, and I'm yanking stuff all the time with chains, so that's going to be a nice feature. You may say I'm compensating for something, and maybe I am. Maybe I am. So yeah, that's the beast. I'm really looking forward to taking it to camp and trying it out on the backside of the property. I'm very familiar with the Yamaha product, and needless to say, it's not very much different than my Grizz. Yamaha hasn't updated a lot of things in many years. I guess it's because once it's bulletproof, it's bulletproof. But 4x4 there, and then you've got your front diff lock there. That's just standard for most bikes. The lower end Kodiaks don't have that feature. It's actually mechanical on this side. I really think that the 4-wheel drive engagement is much better that way, rather than trusting a cable. Winch control, and yeah, pretty basic stuff. I like this. This is a nice storage compartment. Lots of room. Yeah. So, do I dare say this is the last bike I'll ever buy? Probably. Carolyn will say otherwise, but really looking forward to tearing up the trails with it and getting it to camp. So yeah, what else can I say about it? Well, today's Sunday and we're just taking it for a boot. That's what I can say about it. We're going to go for a little ride and check it out. And already, I've already gone about 2 kilometers, and the ride is very similar to the Grizz. That said, though, it does have less of a suspension travel, so if I'm popping it through the trails pretty hard, it's not going to ride quite as good as the Grizz. But let's face it, I think those riding days for me are maybe not so abundant anymore. Yeah. There we go. The reason why I didn't go to camp this weekend. Sitting right there. right, short video this week. Just wanted to get something out there and touch base with you folks. No camp this weekend. It's all about the Kodiak. Yep, picked it up. I'm very happy. All right, well, take care, be safe, and we will chat probably next couple weeks. All right, bye now.